Good morning, children. Saira. Welcome to the last part of Political Science, Chapter 10, that is Struggles for Equality. Now, children, in the last part, we studied about the Tava Matsya Sangha, that is TMS. We learned that in order to build dams or forests, sanctuaries, various villages are uprooted, and not only that, thousands of people are forced to leave their homes and start new lives somewhere else. Not just villages, but people are forced to leave their homes. Not only that, bastis, okay, their bastis in the urban areas are also uprooted, and people are forced to relocate outside the city. So this causes a lot of problem for the people, and their lives are disrupted. They're disrupted badly due to the long distance from cities. Why? Because they are forced to relocate outside the city. Now the problem of people and communities displacing has become very prominent, and people unite to fight against these issues, right? Now, children, we also learned that there are various organizations who fight for these displaced people. Tava Matsya Sangha is one of such organization. Now, where does this Tava Matsya Sangha, this name, where did it came from? As I told you yesterday, it came from the river Tava, which originates in the Mahadev Hills of Chindwara district. It passes through the Betul and then joins the Narmada in Hoshangabad. Tava Dam took almost 20 years to be built. That is, from the year 1958 to 1978. It took large areas of forest and agricultural land under its impact. The forest dwellers were highly affected and were left with nothing. Some settled around the reservoir and found a livelihood in fishing and their little farms, but they earned very less. So children, in the last lecture we also learned about Tava reservoirs and private contractors. We learned that government in 1994 allowed the private contractors for fishing in the reservoir, but the contractors, they drove away the local people and hired cheap labor from outside. The villagers who refused to leave were threatened by the contractors by bringing hoodlums. This united the villagers. This act of the contractors united the villagers, and they decided to set up an organization in order to protect their rights. We also learned that the recently formed TMS, that is Tava Matsya Sangha, held rallies and a chakka jam in order to get their rights to do fishing and earn their livelihoods. The government formed a committee to assess the issue. The committee suggested that that fishing right should be granted to the villagers for their livelihood. The Madhya Pradesh government saved fishing rights for the reservoirs to the people displaced by the Tawa Dam in 1996. So, children, after 2 months and 5 years, lease agreement was signed, and on 2nd of January in 1997, people from 33 villages began their new year with the first catch. But were there any after effects of TMS? Yes, there were. After the TMS took over, the fish workers increased their earning significantly by doing the following. They formed a cooperative which would buy catch from them at good prices. Cooperatives would then arrange transport and sell this catch in markets at a fair price. This all led to 3 times increase in their earnings. The TMS also provided loans for repairing and purchasing of new nets to the fish workers. So children, Tawa Matsya Sangha has proved that when people's organization get their rights, they become good managers, and this has been proved as they manage to earn higher wages and preserve fishes in the reservoir. Now children, let us move on to our today's session with the Indian Constitution as a living document. So children, do you think Indian Constitution is actually living? Indian Constitution. What is Constitution? Constitution is something that gives recognition of equality among all, and therefore all the movements and struggles for equality in India continuously refer to the Indian Constitution to make their point about equality and justice for all. So children, we all know that we are all equal in the eyes of our Constitution. The first right that citizens of India enjoy is the right of equality. This fundamental right to equality includes equality before law too. Children, there are 6 fundamental rights which are recognized by the Constitution. Now, this is only for your information, children. A small recap of what we learned in 6th grade. You did not have this in detail, but this is just for your knowledge. Okay. So, there are 6 fundamental rights which are recognized by the Constitution. A. Right to equality. B. Right to freedom of speech and expression, movement, residence, and to practice any profession. C. Right against exploitation, child labor, and traffic in human beings. D. Right to freedom of conscience and practice of any religion. E. Right of citizen to conserve their culture and for minorities to establish and administer educational institutions of their choice, and right to constitutional remedies for enforcement of fundamental rights. So children, like discuss the foundation of all movements for justice and the inspiration for all the poetry and songs on equality is recognition that all people are equal. Right? Indian Constitution recognizes the equality of all persons. Not only that, children, as said discussed earlier, movements and struggles for equality in India continuously refer to Indian Constitution to make their point about equality and justice for all. Now children, the fish workers in the Tawa Matsya Sangha hope that the provisions of the Constitution will become a reality through their participation in this movement. So, by constantly referring to the Constitution, they use it as a living document, that is something that has real meaning in our lives. The movements, songs and poems recognize all people as equal. This is because these are all based on justice and equality. The Constitution of India recognizes all persons as equal. As discussed, the movements and struggles refer to Indian Constitution, which make their point regarding equality and justice, and this is the reason why the fish workers, they participated in the movement organized by Tawa Matsya Sangha. The Constitution of India is known as living documents because it has real meaning in our lives. Children, there are people in democracy who try to broaden the concept of democracy and work towards a greater recognition of equality on existing as well as the new issues. Problems related to equality are central to democracy, and we have seen such issues which challenge the idea of equality in a democracy. It is necessary to have enough resources to support and nurture families and to act against any discrimination in order to earn dignity and self-respect. Children, issues to equality are central to democracy. So, in this standard, this year, in this particular book, we learned about issues that pose a challenge to this idea of equality in democracy. As we have already learned that the privatization of health service in our country, the increasing control that business houses exert on media, low value given to women and their work, and the low earnings made by small farmers, these issues substantially affect poor and marginalized communities and therefore concern economic and social equality in the country. So basically, this is a core of a struggle for equality in democracy. As discussed, the dignity and the self-respect of each person and their community can only be realized if they have adequate resources to support and nurture their families and if they are not discriminated against. So children, with this, I end this video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and keep learning.